Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers in the... We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Estes. That's caught. It's Dingle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get three from way downtown. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Quick completion on the out route. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Back to throw, it's Estes. Got his man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Flips it out on the screen.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man. It's Estes. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for space. It's Stingle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To throw, it's Estes. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dropping back, it's Estes. Makes the catch, it's Dingle. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Dropping back, it's Estes. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have...
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Finding an escape route. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Estes. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Snap to the back. Finds a little space. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this lap...
And he loses the football on the return. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Unloads quickly. Breaks the tackle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Estes. Catch in the middle. It's Dingle. Tripped up for the tackle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Quick strike complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He's got him. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
About as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Creates a little room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Firing to the right, complete. Looking for the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Tyreek.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the run, it's Reddick. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. They're trailing by 9 to Iowa. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Wants to throw. It's Estes. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reddick. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. That's caught. It's Welsh. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
42, Spider.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The short hands, it's Reddick. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Estes. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Dropping back, it's Estes. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dingle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He might want another play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They booted away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Estes. Oh, they're after him. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Unloads to the right. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The toss to the outside. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Nittany Lions will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Toss passes to the quarterback. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards.
Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.